The rattling of chains and the dragging of what sounded like birch branches was met with an intense fear as he turned around to see Krampus. Join us as we take you through a quick and brief look into the legend of Krampus during this holiday season. Krampus is a Central European popular legend, a half-goat, half-demon monster that punishes misbehaving children at Christmas time. He's the devilish companion of Saint Nicholas, believed to originated in Germany, and his name derives from the German word Kampen, which means claw. Unlike Santa Claus, Krampus is not made of flesh and blood. In fact, he probably eats more flesh and blood than he is even made of. He is hairy, usually black or brown, has goat horns, a forked tongue, sharp fangs, and naturally, as you would expect, hooves. Although sometimes he's pictured with one hoof and one human foot. You can use your own imagination to figure out what happened there. Krampus was thought to have been part of pagan rituals for the winter solstice. According to legend, he is the son of Hel, the Norse god of the underworld. With the spread of Christianity, Krampus became associated with Christmas, despite the efforts of Catholicism to ban him. The creature and St. Nicholas are both said to arrive on the evening of December 5th, Krampennacht, or Krampus Night. While St. Nicholas rewards good children by leaving them presents, Krampus would beat them with branches and sticks. In some cases, it is even said that he would take them with him in a satchel on his back down to the depths of hell. Or just simply eat them. On December 6th, St. Nicholas Day, children would awaken to find either their gifts or to nurse their injuries. Festivities involving Krampus include the Krampenlauf, or the Krampus Run. This activity, which normally includes a lot of alcohol, people are dressed as the creature as they parade through the streets, scaring spectators, generally the children, and sometimes even chase them. In the beginning of the late 20th century, through efforts to preserve cultural heritage, the Krampus Run became increasingly popular in Austria and Germany. During this time, Krampus began to be celebrated internationally, and the growing appeal of this cryptid monster was evident through numerous horror films. Some claim that the expanding popularity of Krampus was simply a reaction to the commercialization of Christmas. The introduction of visual media couldn't help but be swept up by the charismatic Krampus as well. When the postcard industry experienced a boom in Germany and Austria, it opened up the way for Krampenkarten, or Krampus cards. These holiday cards were not ones to make you feel all warm and in the holiday spirit. Instead, they were designed to bring just a little bit of fear. You had cards that were marked Gruß vom Krampus, or greetings from Krampus. They would generally depict Krampus stuffing a distressed child into his bag, on his back, or preparing to hit the child with one of his bundle of birch sticks. Many of these postcards actually depicted Krampus going after children with his sticks and leading them away, presumably to the depths of hell, while shackled in chains, or just simply by carrying them off in his bag. There were also some cards that were a little bit more adult in nature. Krampus cards in the early 20th century showed him punishing children. Yes, that is true. But also, there were some that showed him proposing to women. In some of these cards, Krampus is portrayed as a large woman, even, who is whipping tiny men with the birch sticks and carrying them off. In another, you have a smiling woman who is dangling a defeated-looking Krampus in the air while holding the bundle of birch sticks behind her back. One can only draw their own conclusions into the gender politics happening there. For over a century, most Americans probably never even saw a Krampus card or knew who Krampus was. But in 2004, that all changed when art director and graphic designer Monty Beauchamp published a book of Krampus cards and actually helped organize an art show inspired by these cards. A simple Google search for Krampus cards will show you a few of those variations. Krampus and St. Nicholas, to the shock of many, are actually buddies. Or maybe a better way to put it would be business partners. It isn't unusual to see Krampus and St. Nicholas out on the town together. St. Nicholas bringing joy, with Krampus bringing fear and pain. St. Nicholas rewarding the good children, while Krampus handling in his own way those who are naughty. It's kind of the perfect relationship if you think about it. There's a yin and yang, a good and bad, a light and dark side to the things that are happening that perfectly maintain a balance in the universe. When Krampus comes knocking at your door on the 5th of December, make sure that you have some schnapps, because that is the booze of choice for Krampus, and it is customary to appease this beast by offering him schnapps. I don't know what would happen if you don't have any schnapps on hand or don't even offer any to Krampus, and I sure don't want to find out. This guy has sharp teeth, claws, hooves, and may even be able to drag me down to hell? Well, you can bet on it. I'm going to ensure that I have schnapps in my house, just in case. While many believe that Krampus is the only Christmas demon, those people, I say, have been living in their candy cane houses for way too long and need to get out and take a look at the others that are there. There are a world of terrifying holiday figures just waiting to beat you into obedience. For instance, you have a witch. This witch is named Frau Perka. She's a real piece of work. And if you're a jerk, she will simply rip out your guts and replace them with straw, sticks, and yes, even garbage. Then there's Belsnickel of southwestern Germany, who hands out candy and beatings, depending on your tendency towards misbehaving. So for a little beating, make sure you're only a little bad. There's Hans Trop, a French Satan worshipper who lives in the forest, but comes out just before Christmas time, dressed as a scarecrow. Not to scare the crows away from any of the fields, oddly, but instead to scare children into being good. And then you have Jólaköttur, an Icelandic Christmas cat who may very well eat you if you don't do your chores. On the other hand, Jólaköttur will reward the hard workers with new clothes. Iceland also gives us Grilla, the goddess who kidnaps, cooks, and eats children who disobey their parents. So this Christmas, you better watch out and make sure that you are good so that you don't receive a visit from Krampus.